Okie dokie. Oh, man. All right, it may be a little more echoey than usual here tonight. Some of my insulation on the ground, sound insulation, has been removed. Hi, Jeffrey. What's up, everybody? Yeah, he
It's my rather you him being here than
yeah.
together.
Okay.
You be a good boy? Yeah?
Okay. What's going on, everybody? I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm talking about. What's to talk about? What's happened? I feel like I've been AFK for a bit. Doesn't it feel like things are disconnected? Like, do you ever get that feeling like things are unreal? That's how I feel today. Things feel unreal. Yeah, what'd you guys think of the early entry video that came out just recently, the State of DCA video that came out today? I've got one more video to come out from that trip that we've been putting out these these videos for a long time, but I've got to stay at the Grand Californian coming to, I think maybe tomorrow, perhaps. I think I might put that out tomorrow. Gabe Patterson, we are early entry rope dropping next week, and a recent video changed our strategy. Well, tell me about what changed, because I'm not positive. I really thought I had a dead solid perfect plan for both parks, but it kind of blew up a little bit, especially the DCA side. I mean, I think we did pretty good with Disneyland, I think. Was just gonna ask if you guys would ever go on any of the Disney cruise ships. I mean, I would love to, sure. Did I? Oh no. Did I forget to? Hang on a second, you guys. No, it's on there. It's showing. Did I turn on super chats? Is it there? I'm not getting my usual display. They are there. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Be more flexible with DCA rope drop. How so? And I don't think so. John, give the $2. Thank you. Would you ever go to SeaWorld? Sure. I was at SeaWorld a couple of months ago. I'm not filming from there, but I've been. Nate, get the $2. Thank you. DW is in the park. Right on. By the way, let me make sure that we are juiced up. Hold on. I gotta charge up a little bit first. Is the longer Animal Kingdom video still coming to Fresh Baked W? You know, you just reminded me. You're right. I owe you a longer Fresh Baked. I'm not sure. I think the longer one is just the full ride-throughs, I think. But I think most of the walk and talk is there. But yeah, I will handle that soon. John, get the $2. Thank you. Also, is there stuff in the mug? Looks fake. You mean this mug? What do you mean? Get your phone charged. I'm not working on it. Thoughts on the... Dude, we could talk about the Lakers. Wow, yeah, Jeannie Buss. or the Buss family sold the Lakers to the same ownership that owns the Dodgers. That's kind of incredible. I feel like that's got to be good news, right? Because that is a dysfunctional front office, the Lakers office is. And I would love to see us take the lead again against the Boston Celtics. They have a 1 championship lead now, right? I love the early entry video. Was that the first time for Sophia riding some of the big kid rides? First time she's ever been on Space Mountain. That was the first time she'd ever been on Mission Breakout. Yes. Petey gets the $2. Thank you. How sad are you that Muppet Vision is gone? I'm not particularly sad at all, I'm afraid to say. I've said this before. I am a huge fan of the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I grew up on the Muppets. I watched the Muppet Show. You guys, I watched the Muppet Show when it was live, right? When it was on air on the television, I would watch the Muppet Show every week. I love the Muppets. I was never all that connected to the Muppet Vision show. I mean, it was good, but I don't like seeing shows projected on a screen of any kind, be that on a roller coaster or, simulator ride, or just watching, the only thing I kind of enjoy is the stuff they do at Epcot, Circle Vision. That's kind of cool. But I don't care for seeing shows on screens. That's not why I go to Disneyland. So, no, I was not all that bummed to see Muppet Vision go, either from Disneyland, either from DCA or from Hollywood. Although I would rather we have the Muppet Vision 3D than PhilharMagic. I think the Muppet Vision 3D is a better show, especially because they have the pre-show. The pre-show is the best part. The pre-show is great. Do you think Elio will be good? I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, the trailer doesn't really it doesn't really make me enthusiastic. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, where were we? Am I sad about Monsters, Inc. leaving? No, not really. Like the ride, but I'm not connected to that in any way that would make me upset. Kyle Metcalf gifted $2. Thank you. What? Why? Well, can you not for an hour? It's so noisy. That's all. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Chubby Brew, gifted $5. Thank you. We did early entry to DCA on your recommendation last year and crushed it. Very good. Glad to see the video for others that don't watch the live stream. Yeah, I feel like that early entry could have gone a lot better, but we would have been okay if we had 2 elevators. I think we would have been okay if we had 2 elevators. The 1 elevator thing killed 45 minutes to not just rope drop mission, but to have early entry for a mission. It's incredible. I can't believe it took that long. That's the power of 1 elevator. Disney filed a permit for Big Thunder at Disneyland according to Theme Park IQ. What was the permit for? Do we know what it is? I haven't seen any news on that. Greta Garcia, David, do you know when the Haunted Mansion will close before the holiday overlay? 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks for them to do the overlays. So I think the first day of Halloween is the 22nd, August 22nd. So 2 weeks before that is August 8th, is my guess. McCormick James Sr. gifted $5. Thank you. Hi, Fresh Baked. I'm planning on going to Disneyland Park with a baby in 2 days. I'm undecided if I should rope drop, but if I do decide to rope drop, what would you recommend? With a baby, you're severely limited, obviously. Because I would recommend going on Space Mountain, but that's not going to happen. With a baby, well, you got the train, you got Fantasyland, and take care. Like, I don't know what I guess you could try to rope drop Peter Pan. That would be if there's, applying any kind of urgency. But there's not much else that I could think of that would be suitable for somebody with that would be I like that. Don't rope drop with a baby. I mean, look, the way I did a video on how to go with a toddler. And my big recommendation in the grand scheme of things is, if you're going to go to Disneyland with a toddler or a baby, or if they're aware of where they are and they're aware of what the place is, give up trying to be in charge of what you're going to do that day. Give up this idea that you can sort of direct them. They're in charge. You don't have to let them know it. You know what I mean? You don't have to let them know that they're running you over. But you can just sort of yield. What do you want to do today? Do what they want to do, because it's hard. It's difficult to try to convince them that your way is, even if it's things that you think they'll like. Even if you're not trying to go on Space Mountain, even if you're trying to go on Runaway Railway, I think you're gonna love Runaway Railway. If they don't want to go on Runaway Railway and they want to go play at Goofy's Play Yard or go on Gadgets or something else, then do that. Even though you think they're gonna like you just gotta let them be in charge a little bit. Don't let them know they're in charge, but let them be in charge. Jerry Cohen gifted $5. Thank you. How do you like Universal Mega Movie Summer, and will you be coming out to Vegas for Universal Unleashed in August? I thought it was fun. It was a fun event. It's about the meet and greets for me. Otherwise, it was kind of, what else was there? Right? There wasn't really much. The food is obviously crap. The food is not very good. And the merchandise was fun. I thought the merchandise was pretty fun. But they're not doing a lot at the attractions themselves. As for Universal Unleashed, no, we're not going to make it. We're going to go eventually, but we're not trying to go to opening day. Oh, did I miss one? Let's see. Leslie McPhail gifted $2. Thank you. I love your videos. You have a radio voice. I have heard that once before, especially when I'm under the weather. I call it my FM DJ voice. The baby is 14 months. They're probably a little bit unaware then. At that point, just try to do things don't be in a hurry. Still, don't be in a hurry. And just, I guess just do Fantasyland stuff. It's kind of, it takes care of itself, because they can't go on any rides you want to go on anyway. Especially, are you going to have the other parent around? Is that person around to help? Michael Knack, is the response to Epic Universe a little disappointing? Well, what response is that, actually, I would ask. What do you perceive the response to be? Can we see your mug? It's the monorail. I have this on a t-shirt also. That's why she got me the mug. Because I got the t-shirt. She's like, oh, I'm going to get the mug to go with it. What did I just see? My scroller stopped scrolling. Oh, there we go. Mike Porton gifted $5. Thank you. In recent history, how have park crowds been when the other has a major opening? Galaxy's Edge, DCA, or Cars? I've never really noticed anything in that sense. I suppose there probably are some effects, but it's not so much that you're like, oh my gosh, we got to do this opposite thing. The park is generally going to be what it is, whether or not they're having a big thing or not. In the other park, I mean. I don't notice a big difference now. Let's see, Travel Disney Park vids. On Twitter, the permit said remove and replace equipment to be anchored, whatever that means. Install fall protection on rockwork, that's standard, that's non-guest facing. New electrical infrastructure throughout with probably not a big deal. Probably not a big deal for guests anyway. Can we still get commission if we already booked through Getaway Today? I don't think so. I think somebody, I don't know if you're the same person who asked me in comments in the video, but I don't think so. I think you have to do it while you place your order. But thank you very much for thinking of us in that way. I appreciate that. Mark Bass, do people really buy expensive stuff from the Disneyland gift shops? Yes, they do. Yes. Nate, are we getting a new order coming up? I guess, or did DW ever place an order? Got to launch the bat phone over here. Okay, there we go. Devastated. Do you have Venmo? No, I don't have Venmo. I have PayPal, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. PayPal is our handle on the website. On YouTube, freshbakedisney@gmail.com. Are you going to watch Jurassic World Rebirth? Yes, I am, but I'm not exactly optimistic that it's going to be good. I'll say that. I'm not one of those that automatically loves everything that Jurassic Park is. There's been some really terrible. The second Jurassic Park that was, of the new trilogy was terrible. I hated that one. The premise was stupid, and I was marginally okay with. I just don't believe that we can live with dinosaurs. I'm just saying that. I just don't believe that dinosaurs and humans can coexist. So this whole idea, the same thing with Camp Cretaceous. Camp Cretaceous just completely jumped the shark. That show, they went bonkers with it. I liked the first season because they were on the island with them, and it was. If you're going to buy into one, you're going to buy into two. But I think it was like the third and fourth seasons of Camp Cretaceous when they started doing that weird Westworld type stuff, and man, that was dumb. That was really, really dumb. Liz loves it though. She loves Camp Cretaceous. How's the Disney Ninja? He's doing good. They're about ready to move back into town. He's going to be back in town, hopefully, before the end of the summer. Yeah. Brian Labastida, how excited are you for Tron Ares? I'm going to see it. I love Tron. But I was a little underwhelmed with the, Tron Legacy, and I'm not exactly confident again that Ares will be any better written than Legacy, and two, I just don't think the story. I mean, the idea that they're over here, I don't understand it. I watched the original Tron for the first time in quite a few years because I was showing Liz, and boy, is that a bonkers idea. Tron as a concept is absolutely bonkers, and the things that they were trying to sell us in that movie was incredible. But I love the visuals. I love the Tron visuals, and that's enough for me. And the music. They're gonna have Trent. Was it Trent? Oh, who's doing it? Is it Nine Inch Nails that are doing the music? I think so. Nate gets the $2. Thank you. Michael's Life Adventures wants Harbor Galley. Oh, the cookies. Oh, I see. Okay. Let me see if they still do it, because I know that they stopped selling those cookies after a little while. We shall see. Any expectations for Oogie Boogie? You mean it's in terms of what kind of show it's going to be? It's going to be exactly the same minus one change, and that's it. But yeah, Oogie Boogie will be the same as it's always been, exactly. Let's see, Disneyland. Noah Carlson, would you enter early entry from the Grand Californian Gate or main gate? It depends on what your first ride is going to be. What's your priority? We entered from the main gate because I felt like it was a straighter shot to the Mission Breakout queue. You know, the queue to get the early entry queue for Mission Breakout. You have to walk a shorter distance to get to the back of the queue there than you would from the Grand Californian. Janelle Burks gifted 20 bucks. Thank you. I'm in the park now on a very busy day. Your tip to modify Lightning Lane reservation has made my day great. I'm a Lightning Lane genius. Yes, always modify, never cancel. Okay, let's place an order. I keep forgetting to get this going. If not, a 6-pack of beignets. Okay, got it. Let's see. Bengal, Edelweiss, Galactic, Gibson, Golden, Harbor Galley. Okay, hang on. Cookies. Yes, I can get the cookies. 6-pack of cookies coming up. What the heck? Why is the purchase button not working? What am I missing here? Oh no. My card's not there anymore. Oh no, my card's not saved. Why is my card not saved? All right, hang on, guys. There we go. Okay. Order is placed. And your order number is 1068. 1068. Okay, where were we? Let's scroll back. I got Janelle. Okay, Mark Russ gifted $5. Thank you. You're Disney old, yes, but are you Disney old enough to remember the pianist Rod Miller at Main Street's Coke Corner? Whatever happened to that guy? Well, I don't know them by name, but there still is a pianist, and I know the oldest guy that I know of is the guy who would also play at the Golden Horseshoe, but I don't know his name. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Popsy O'Boyle gifted $5. Thank you. How's your Lightning Lane strategy video coming? If you post it before 7:15, we will be so happy. FYI, Lululemon going into ESPN Zone per the app. Well, that's already been confirmed. Lululemon. Disney announced that, on the Parks blog about a month ago. Which Lightning Lane strategy video? Because I've got the one I'm working on is how to stack. The one I'm working on is how to stack Lightning Lanes. That's pretty much. I have the script written. I have the plan written and everything. But I'm trying to see if I can't wait until the Matterhorn reopens, because that's part of my block of attractions that I want to do, when I stack those lighting lanes. So I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to wait for the Matterhorn to reopen. But as soon as it does, I'll probably be in the park filming that video. And because I can't really think of another option that I would want to do. Maybe Runaway Railway could replace it, I suppose. But I don't know. I really think the Matterhorn's kind of a key attraction that I would want to fit into any strategy. Arliss K gets the $10. Thank you. Our first family visit to Disneyland from Louisiana. Should we walk to the Toy Story parking lot from our hotel for a rope drop? What's the one thing we have to do in the parks that we can't do in Florida? Well, first question, where are you staying? I see people walking in from Harbor into the Toy Story parking lot to take the bus. I do not recommend that because it's going to take you 10 or 15 minutes to make that walk, and you're actually at that point you're already halfway. It would be better if you just walked straight to Disneyland from your hotel. If you're trying to walk from your hotel to the Toy Story parking lot, just walk to the park. Unless you're way over, unless you're past Toy Story in some opposite direction. But it's a healthy walk to the bus from Harbor. I walk to the park all the time. It's easy. That walk to the park is easy. Plus, you can get through the gate quicker, I think, if you do that. You can leave. The Toy Story lot doesn't open until 7 a.m. The Toy Story lot. You can walk to the park at 6:30, get queued up at bag check right there on Harbor Boulevard, and you can be through bag check at 7 a.m. rather than just getting into the parking lot at 7 a.m. If you follow the math there, and you're turning, you can get into the park at 7, or you get there at 7:30 if you take the bus. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Are you optimistic for Toy Story 5? Yes, I am. I do have optimism for Toy Story 5. I'm just scrolling back to see if anybody, because I asked, we were having a conversation about something, and I want to see if I got a response, but I don't see one. Okay, I guess that's it. Lumina Dog Jones, rope drop, the rope drop, the rope drop, the rope drop. That's actually a real thing. You can do 3 rope drops. You got to rope drop the rope drop, which means you have to be the first person, at the rope at the hub. In order to do that, you have to rope drop the gate entry. And the way you rope drop the gate entry, the way you're first to the gate at the turnstiles is to be the first person on Harbor Boulevard at 7 a.m. So you got to rope drop bag check. And the way you rope drop bag check is walking into the park. No, I can do that. The pickup time is 7:45. 7:45, yeah, you're probably got plenty of time. ScanFan Ed, get the $5. Thank you. Just want to say thank you for all the great content and education that you provide, David. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate you. Where do you park to walk in? Well, so Alex, I'm talking to hotel guests. If you're not a hotel guest, then you do have to park somewhere. So Toy Story, but then walk it in from Toy Story. Or have somebody drop you off, if that's the thing. Have somebody drop you off in the morning. I don't know. I love my wife and she loves me, but I'm not sure I could get her to drop me off for a 7 a.m. rope drop and then go home. But if that's something that you can do, then you're winning at that point. Foxglove, longtime viewer, first time commenter. Hi, David. Last time I went to the park, your Do Rise at 9 tip worked out fantastically, but that was 2023. Is trying for that ride at 8:39 a.m. still applicable? I don't see why not. I mean, I go in spurts where I do a lot of rope drops. So it's been a little bit since I've done a rope drop, but um, let's see. We did rope drop. Well, we did the early entry rope drop this past 2 weeks ago almost, and while we didn't do it at 9, I was out in the streets at 9, and there was a good sized wait at 9 a.m. There was a decent. They were in section 3, if I recall. Standby was in section 3. But the reason why I say just do it at 9 is not because I think you're going to get a big discount. It's because I think it's going to be the same. You're going to be in section 3 or an equivalent amount of time. If you try to rope drop rise, it's still going to take you 30, 35 minutes. If you get there at 9, it's going to take you 35 or 40 minutes. So you're really only saving 5 minutes, maybe 10. But what you're saving is that hour that you take, because rise takes forever. So if you choose to rope drop rise, what you're really choosing is to lose an opportunity to go on 3 rides in an hour or 4 rides in an hour, that 8 to 9 slot. That's the reason why I don't like. You're going to get the same result if you get there at 8 or if 9. That's really what it is. Theme parks and things with Johnny get to $10. Thank you. Hi, David. Hey, David, were you at the Disneyland Resort on Monday? Or were you at the Disneyland Resort on Monday? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. I was not. I usually am, but I wasn't this past Monday. That's why the State of DCA report was late this week. I stayed at Disneyland Resort Hotel Sunday and checked out Monday, but Sunday and Monday was so dead. Everything was a walk-on. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Car family, I saw on Theme Park IQ post on X that the permit for the B gantry on Guardians was marked completed. I'm guessing they will be moving into the next one soon. Right, so here's what I know. They're working on all 3. I think they've done 1 already. So I know that people were thinking maybe they might be at full capacity, but they're just gonna go to the next one after that. And then when that next one is done, they're gonna start all over again and do another refurb session on each elevator, but on a different part. They can't do them at the same time, apparently. I'm not sure what it was. I want to say it's the actual vehicle itself, the ride vehicle itself. They can't do it at the same time, so they're going to do ride mech, and then vehicle. I think. My understanding is that the whole thing, all in, is going to be done next summer. So we're going to have to deal with these 2 out of 3 elevators for the next year or so. What is your favorite part? Where'd it go? Of Wondrous Journey. Oh, absolutely the Baymax. I love the music. We Could Be Immortal. Well, actually, it starts with the stuff from Treasure Planet. The Treasure Planet scene, and then that segues into Baymax and We Could Be Immortal. That triggers me somehow. For some reason, I love that moment, that whole segment right there. 101 Productions. David, can we ever get one big video or a playlist of videos breaking down your go situations for every ride? Yes. That's a complicated video, but it would be a good one, and I am going to work on that. But I've got 2 other projects in the works to define those very same things. We've got the digital products. I've been talking about these for a long time. I'm still in the process of writing those. They've kind of been put aside because we're starting a new project. A Fresh Baked app. You guys, we have a Fresh Baked app coming to market probably before the end of July. And that app I think it's gonna have Go No Go in the first version, I think. It's gonna be a very basic, it's gonna be a binary. Go, no go, one thing on each. It's gonna say, this is go, this is no go. And so yeah, an app is coming. We've had some fans of the show developing it. We've been working with them closely for the past couple of months, a little while now, writing that app, and it's going to be really fun. And it's gonna start with Street Team. It's going to give people the opportunity to be a part of the Street Team and upload photos and whatever, letting us know what's happening in the park. You can participate that It's going to have a community where people can talk about what's going on. You're going to be able to see a history of what's been happening for that project. You can go back and see all the photos that have been uploaded and everything for that project. And then the second phase of the app is going to be park science stuff, state of Disneyland type stuff. Some of this is going to be behind a paywall. I'm going to say that up front. This is not a free thing. Some of it's free. Some of it's free, but some of it's going to be like $5. I think we're leaning at $5 a month or something like that. So stay tuned. But I think the Go No Go is going to be part of the free version, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We're really excited about this. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I haven't been able to I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure how far along we were going to get, like how close to finish. Because often, projects get started and they just kind of fall apart, and you just don't, they kind of just go away, and you just keep doing the same thing. But this has been maintaining a very healthy momentum, and we're almost ready to go to market. And I'm pretty happy with the product, and I'm pretty happy with this, and I'm hoping that you guys are ready to join us on this, because it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a really cool app. And we got that. We got the digital products. You can just choose your level of participation, how you like to, because some people have different ways they want to consume stuff. People like to consume stuff. They like to read it. They like to keep it in their pocket, print it out and keep it, that kind of thing. Digital products for that. Some people like an app and they want to scroll and press buttons and things like that. You got the app for that. And then we got videos. We're going to make videos to do some of that same stuff as well. Some people like to watch videos. All right, so let me get back. I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see. Okay. Nick Grombach gifted $5. Thank you. Did you get a new flat cap? Thought I might have noticed on. Yes, the flat cap that we wore on the State of DC report is new. First time I've worn that one. Yes. Nate gifted $2. Thank you. That was actually sent by a friend of the show from London, which is pretty cool. Nate says, hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, Nate. Good Scott gifted $5. Thank you very much. McMittens gifted $5. Thank you. David, what is your policy on selfies? Of course, yeah. If you don't be shy. I get people ask if it's okay. Of course it is. Yeah, I take 100 selfies a day probably, so no problem at all. Steve Boutte get the $10. Thank you. Go No Go needs to be on Fresh Baked merch. Also, think your food rating should be on a 5 muffin scale. I was asked about that because the guys actually who are working on the UI for the app, and they were looking, tons of art, and they said, should we use a muffin? And I'm like, no, I kind of moved away from that. It seemed a little too, I wanted to be a little more professional. But I get it, but we sort of moved away from the actual baking, iconography, as it were. We haven't used the muffin in quite a while. We don't refer to anybody as muffins anymore. Although if you've been with Fresh Baked for a long time, you would know that we used to refer to our fans as muffins. They were muffins, Fresh Baked muffins. But not so much anymore. Mostly because, that's like mostly part of the little cartoon character muffin that we had as our sort of mascot wasn't a muffin, it was a cupcake. But we still called it a muffin. Ryan Labastida give the $5. Thank you. When you open your app or purchase something, it should say Fresh Baked. That would be really cool. That would be cool. Lumadog Jones, I like how you said the hat that we wore. I don't know. I've been doing that. You guys, I've been referring to Fresh Baked as a we for as long as I've had this channel, I think. And I get asked about that sometimes. Why do I refer to myself as a we? And I don't know why, to be honest. I feel like I just feel I'm just not comfortable with the I, because I don't feel like it's just me. I feel like that it is kind of a community. I got my wife and the other people who are helping along, or editors and artists and things like that. So I've never really felt like it's an I. Is that what the royal we, Kelly? She said, I've heard that term before, the royal we. I've never felt comfortable with the I. I'll just say that. Okay, Good Scott gifted $5. Thank you. When you have early access when staying at a Disney resort, what's the best bang for your buck in your opinion? Well, that's what the video is about, Good Scott. I feel like you need to hit whatever's most important to you. So, I mean, Space Mountain, obviously. You have to choose between Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, because none of the other lands are open. So it's either Peter Pan or Space Mountain, and then whatever else after that. You got a half an hour. So both Space and Peter Pan are going to use a fair chunk of that. Mark Russ gifted $5. Thank you. On a scale of 1 to VOM, what do you think the nausea rating for Stark's Flight Lab will be? It'll be the capital VOM, I think. Yes. I think it's going to be all that. And I'm going to probably die. Are you here? Is that what you're saying, Michael? Okay. That's literally what he says when he says, I'm here, David. Okay. Let me see. Am I ready to go? I think I am. Why is this not refreshing? Okay, I hit the button. Go to the Harbor Galley. Kellen Scheid, get the $5. Thank you. I know Avatar is happening, but any thoughts of putting Wakanda in the back lot instead? No, that's not going to happen. It could transition to Avengers Campus. It's not going to happen. I think Wakanda is over as a possibility for a land. When Chadwick Boseman died, I feel like, I think they're going to try to make another Black Panther movie, but I just don't feel like it's going to be I just don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. I don't know why. Eminem, get the $5. Thank you. I'd be happy to help with the app. I'm at the parks and do product strategy. Unrelated, have you experimented with optimizing for MEPs with Lightning Lane? Well, I don't know how you experiment with that. How do you mean? What can you elaborate on what you mean, Eminem? Jim Germain, Dave, your thoughts on why Tortilla Joe's closed its doors? It seemed like it was always busy. It wasn't. You could get into Tortilla Joe's pretty easily. There were busy days, but I think they were losing money. And I think it was Tortilla Joe's that said, we don't want to do this no more. That place is way too big. The rent on that place must be enormous. And I think that Disney was incentivized to close it as well because they were building, Paseo and Centrico. Let's see. Theme Parks and Things with Johnny, get the $10. Thank you. One of the coolest things on Monday was riding Space Mountain with the lights on and being able to ride again without getting off. Cast members are awesome. Made my day. Yeah, cast members are pretty great, man. When they let you do stuff like that, it's kind of cool. I totally agree. Eminem, meaning trying to book lightning lanes while rides are down to... Oh, I see. I haven't really played with that idea very much. Most of the time, the videos that I'm trying to make are trying to just help people understand and get the basics. Like, I just want to help them figure stuff out. I could probably maybe include something like that if I'm doing like a hacks video, like a secret weapon type video, but I wouldn't want to include the MEP hack. I will talk about MEPs in the stacking video if I get one, but I don't want to build my strategy around getting them because it's unpredictable. And so, the videos that I make, I'm trying to be something that you can count on. It's predictable. Dee, when are you going back to Florida? I'm going back on July 5th. I fly out on the 5th, and my first day in the park will be July 6th at Magic Kingdom. Disneyland fan, optimizing for MEPs is definitely a kind of feature that you have to already fully understand Lightning Lane first. Exactly. I want to teach people how to understand Lightning Lane first. Then I want to teach them how to do stacking. And then maybe we can get into how to do stuff like optimize for MEPs. You're welcome, Michael. Enjoy. Fresh baked. Am I still doing Invisalign? Well, yes and no. We wrapped We've decided to extend it, but I'm waiting for the new set. I'm waiting for the new, because I had to redo the molds. But part of the alignments, they want to bring a couple of these more forward because I opted not to. I was going to replace the front teeth. My goal at the end of the day was to replace the front teeth because when I don't know if you guys know the story, but when I was in the 8th grade, so this is a sad story. I get crap about my teeth all the time. And I find it comical that they're like, Dave, you should do something about your teeth. I know what condition my teeth are in. I've had them this way since I was, well, what is that? Like 12? Since I was 12, for 40 years, my teeth have looked like this. I know what the condition of my teeth are. I don't need to be told in comments what the condition of my teeth are. Tristan Lane, get the $5. Thank you. I saw a post online and it's rumored that restrooms will have a queuing system like Standby and Lightning Lane. That sounds like something that would have been reported on Mousetrap News. Do not subscribe to Mousetrap News. Do not believe anything that Mousetrap News says. It is a fake website. Okay, so when I was in 8th grade, I was playing basketball at recess. I went up to get a rebound, lost my footing, landed on my face, and then somebody stepped on the back of my head. I got Kirby'd, basically. I got Kirby'd at 8 years old, and I ate a whole bunch of concrete. And my 2 front teeth were damaged completely. They were almost, matter of fact, they died. These 2 teeth are dead. And what these are caps, obviously, but I couldn't do anything about it. I had to wear these dead teeth for 4 years because I had already been fit for braces. So I had to wear these all the way through high school. I had 2 dead teeth for 4 years of high school. So again, I'm fully aware of the condition of my teeth. I do not need anybody to remind me of what my teeth are like, but I've gotten used to it. I've become like okay with it, but I wanted to make some change. Anyway, my goal was to replace these teeth, and because there's gray. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. I'm sure you can. The very tops of these teeth are gray. It's because the gums up there are dead. It's all dead up there. I was told that they can't fix that. They can't fix it. They can't fix the gray. They can't, unless maybe a grafting, I'm not sure, but it would be very complicated and difficult. So I just said, screw it. I've been wearing this face for 40 years. What's the difference? If I have my remaining 30 or whatever, I'm just going to keep wearing this face. I've gotten used to it. My wife is fine. We're all good. So all we're going to do now is bring these back teeth a little bit more forward to kind of try to even things out. And then I'm just going to go with it. I am, it is a story. Like, people don't understand. Everybody's got a comment, everybody's got a thing to say, and they're like, you should do this, or you should do that. I'm like, man, you don't know. I know what it's like. But literally, that is what happened. I got Kirby'd, basically, when I was 12 years old. I got Kirby'd. And that's the thing, Kate. I think you have a fantastic smile, she says. For the longest time, in my videos, like, go back to the early part of the videos, I wouldn't ever like fully smile. I wouldn't ever fully express my smile. So the people who first started watching the show didn't know what kind of smile I had. And then I just at some point I'm just like, screw it. I don't give a shit anymore. So when I take pictures with people, I take it with this big fat smile on my face, and I don't care anymore. And I feel like I have a pretty good smile, I think. And I don't care if it's dead or whatever. I don't care anymore. I honestly don't. I've gotten very based in my old age, that is for sure. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the nice things you're saying. I'm scanning through these a little bit. Suzanne Kahn, getting old is so liberating. I kind of got into that a little earlier than some old people might. But the great thing about getting old is you realize what's important. and how few those things are that are really, really important. So I care about those important things, and I really don't care about anything else. Like, is my family fed? You know, are my kids good? Is my wife good? Are they happy? Are we clothed? Do we have food? Are we comfortable? Other than that, I don't give a single F. I don't give a single F about anything that anybody says about me personally, like, you know, David, you're ugly or whatever. I'm like, go F yourself, you know? I don't care. I'm sorry I'm getting real for you guys. But I just don't care. Okay. Eminem gifted $5. Thank you. I'd be happy to contribute to an advanced channel to cover things like optimizing for MEPs in addition to the app. There's an audience for that. Oh, there is, definitely, and we lean towards that for sure. I'm just trying to. I want my channel and my content to reach a large audience, though. So I mean, we will do stuff like that in the future, but that's kind of like down the line, I guess. I think is what I'm trying to say. Steve would take it to $5. Thank you. I'm in full braces at 64, and it was the best decision I've made in the last few decades. I smile out loud again, teeth showing in. Word, man, it's great, right? Carrie Cyril, give the $20. Thank you. Thank you for all you do. Wish I would have seen you in the park when I was there last week. I was also hoping to see Peter too, but didn't see him either. DCA rope drop strategy is spot on. Thank you very much. Peter is there almost every day. Although I think his schedule's but he's there in the mornings. He gets there at like rope drop-ish, and he's gone by 11, 12 o'clock. Maybe like at 11. He's only there for a couple hours. So you have to be there early. Did I miss one? Let me go back. Kelsey, Eminem. Oh, there it is. Kelsey Roberts, gifted $10. Thank you. Planned trip last week of July in the parks, Tuesday through Friday, before Magic Keys come back in August. Good strategy for crowds. Are you asking to confirm if that wasn't? Because it is, yes. It's better when the keys are blocked out, yes. Also, thoughts on 6 attractions down during the 70th. It surprised me. It is what it is sometimes. It's been worse and it could be better, obviously, but I don't think that they planned for that, to be honest. Not all of them, anyway. Some of those, it can't be helped. Some of those closures just can't be helped. They have to do it. And I'm glad that they do, because it's better than letting the attractions rot. Disney has a reputation for having, a well-run park, and it's for reasons like that. I would rather them close attractions and keep them up to date, and so that they operate to their best potential, as opposed to just letting them get run down, which can happen. I've been to lots of parks where attractions look like crap and they run like crap. Brenda McIntyre, get the $13. Just be you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Indiana won Game 6. Is that true? Indiana won? I think I want Indiana to win. I don't know why, but I think I do. This is the boringest ass. It's the worst NBA Finals that I can remember. Worse even than, what was that one where Milwaukee won? Who did Milwaukee beat? I didn't even watch that one. I didn't even watch it at all. But this one's rough. This one's been hard to pay attention to as well. The Suns. Are you serious? Really? Oh my God, that was terrible. Will Fantastic Four be better than Superman? I kind of think so, yes. I do kind of think so. I have to be honest. I love James Gunn. He hasn't missed in a while. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy films. I thought Peacemaker was great. I love Suicide Squad. But I got to tell you, I don't have a lot of confidence in Superman. We're going to go see it. I'm trying to get some guys together to go see it with me. Get the team together and see it. But yeah, I don't, for some reason, I'm not confident. God, that's right. The Oklahoma is Seattle, right? Ugh, yeah, I'm not an Oklahoma guy. Never have been. Never have been a big fan, even when they were good. You know, with the James Harden and Russell Westbrook and the other guy whose name I can't remember. Who was the other guy? Who was the other third? Who was the third guy? It was Westbrook, Harden, Steven Adams. I think he was on that team, wasn't he? Durant. Yes, there you go. Thank you. God, how did they not win? how did Oklahoma not win every championship with Durant, Westbrook, and Harden? You know why? Because, well, I don't think that Harden and Westbrook are winners. I think that's why, right? Is that why? I am a fan, Michael. I'm a fan of Superdog. I'm down with Superdog. I think he's great. I have no problem with that. Angelica, I am sad that Edmonton lost also. That is a total bummer that Edmonton lost. I want to see soon a proper Canadian team win the cup. How long has it been since a Canadian team won the cup? How long? Any Canadian team. Annie Moore, you get to $5. Thank you. What are your blue sky pressure predictions for Disneyland and Universal Hollywood beyond what's currently announced? Disneyland, I think that's it. I think what we've got is as good as we're going to get. We don't know anything about Disneyland Forward. Blue Sky, I mean, I just hope that they do Disneyland Forward right. Universal, I don't know. I mean, they've already done their Blue Sky. I think Hollywood is going to go through some incredible changes in the next 5 to 10 years. Stay tuned to what's happening at Universal Studios Hollywood. I don't know anything, although the talk that I hear from people who do know some things is very optimistic, very encouraging, very exciting. Does Liz have her own channel? No, she does not. Sorry, guys. Oh, is it 8? It's 8:02. We gotta go. Anything I want to? A Canadian team last won the cup in 1993. Doesn't that just piss you off as a Canadian? How many Canadians are in the house? Canadians, raise your hand. Does that just piss you off that you haven't won a cup since 1993? And it was the Canadians. Who was on the Canadian team then? What team was that? That's not a Guy Lafleur era, right? Guy Lafleur was 80s, right? And Ken Dryden. Huh? You didn't know I had that, did you? You didn't know that I had that in there? You didn't know that I had Guy Lafleur and Ken Dryden in my brain. Tim gifted $2. Much love from California. Thank you. Gretzky Oilers, but that was before 93, wasn't it? Bella the Gypsy Girl, get the $5. Thank you very much. And I guess that's it, guys. We're going to call it a night. Thank you very much for joining us. I had fun tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're look for our Grand Californian video soon. And then we're back in the park filming more stuff, so stay tuned. And like I said, stay tuned for that app. Hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you next time, guys. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh baked.